All right. What is going on, all you hollow table heroes? What's up, Jaden? How's it going out there? Well, welcome back. My name is Itachi, and this is our Imperial Military Podcast Show. I've got my good friend, my co-host, Evo on. What's going on, Evo?
I'm not yawning.
You're not yawning.
Am I muted today?
No, you're not. You're not.
Nice.
So we're going to be going over our IMPS accounts. Excuse me. These are our free-to-play accounts. $0 spent. $0. So we're going to go over those. Where we're at. This is week 44. Man, almost a year. Almost a year. So we'll be talking about those guys. Kind of what's going on next for us with these IMPS accounts. So let's jump right into it. All right, so we always start off with my account, and then we head over to Evo's account.
No intro today?
I already hit the intro, man. You missed it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so with my account, I'm still using Bugs in Arena. I took Padme in there for a couple of times, but I still need to work on 2 more characters as far as gear levels are concerned to really get that team rolling nicely, because Arena is hard right now. Almost a year in, we've got some gear 13s and stuff like that, and some tough Arena. So I'm at rank 466. Fleet Arena, I'm still holding on pretty strong. Rank number 16 dropped down after my payout, so I'm usually top 10 in fleet rank, so as far as fleet arena goes. And then Grand Arena is starting to get a little rocky, starting to see some other teams and stuff like that that's starting to catch us a little off guard. So we did hit Chromium the other night and in Division 7. Current championship rank is 2,805. So all right, let's get to our account. I am working on my Padme. So you can see we are still 1 gear piece away from getting her to gear 13. So these Mark 5 stun guns we've got to work on still. I got my second one of these, the Nubians. I just got to work on these MK5 stun guns on her. And then the rest of the team, we got Ahsoka Tano here, still sitting at gear 11. So looking to take her to gear 12 here soon, hopefully. General Kenobi is 2 pieces away from gear 12, but we're also about 12 shards away from 7 stars. So he can't go to gear 12 until we hit that 7th star. I am working on his mods, as you can see here. We've been upgrading those. And then we've got Jedi Knight Anakin. So I've been working on his gear, popped him up to gear, about to pop him up to gear 10. We got him to gear 9. So he's starting to come along. We did put on his Zeta on Righteous Fury. So if he gets a bonus turn, Padme will also get a bonus turn, which is nice. And we're about 45 shards away from 7 stars. I did get to 7-star Barriss Offie, and she's going to complete my Padme team right now. We need to get that Zeta on Swift Recovery, and this team will be all Zeta'd out for the time being until we get C-3PO. But this is the team we're going to go in with. She's at gear 9, on her way to gear 10 as well. So let's go through the rest of our roster here, starting out with the 501st, the 5050 first. So Ahsoka Tano, obviously we've been working on, but haven't moved here lately because I've been working on Jedi Knight Anakin and working on Barriss Offie. We do have a 4-star Rex and Echo. Echo can actually go to 5 stars. And we've got a 3-star 5s, and he can be promoted at least once. I don't think that's enough for 2 times. No, it's not. So not really working on those guys right now at the moment. So they're just kind of hanging out. Bounty Hunters. Bosca's about to hit 5 stars finally. I did get him to gear 11, so got him to gear 11. We're going to need to place his Zetas and stuff like that, but he is starting to come along nicely. Jango Fett's at 7 stars, just need to work on gear. Same with Boba Fett, Dengar, and Greedo will be my bounty hunter team. Those guys are very nice. Like you see, got LG88 is ready to be activated, and we've got all 330 shards for him. We're not going to do that quite yet, and he's really, for right now, for me, just more so focused for ships. Empire. So Empire also hasn't moved really. Haven't really worked on these guys. Like I said, my main focus right now is that Galactic Republic team. So some of these guys are sitting ready to go to 7 stars. Range Trooper, Snow Trooper.
Do you see this? Do you see this team right here?
I do.
151.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man. This is on the IMPS account.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And so my Empire is a little lackluster right now, but they have also lost some viability when it comes to Grand Arena these days. Ewoks. Now, I'm also working on Ewoks as this pertains to my Galactic Republic team. We need C3PO. Haven't really started working on Chirper yet because he is in, I believe he's over in Cantina. Yeah, Cantina Battles 5D. And right now, my farm for that is Jedi Knight Anakin. Once we get Anakin to 7 stars, I'll hop over to Chief Chirpa and start star counting him. Poplo is pretty close here to being ready to be at 7 stars. Logray is the one. Logray and Wicket are going to be the 2 longer farms. Wicket is like farming freaking Jolie, man. It's crazy. The First Order. Haven't done anything here really since the last time you guys saw. Crew is still almost halfway to 7 stars. First Order TIE Pilot, we haven't done anything with at all. Captain Phasma, it can be activated. We got all 330 shards for him. First Order Officer is my current farm over in Cantina Store, and so he's getting close to that 330 shards himself for 7 stars. But we haven't worked on anybody else. Hux and Sith Trooper, these are just from the marquee events, and that's it, as they have not become free to play yet. The Galactic Republic, this is where we are really spending our time in on, with Padme, Ahsoka, General Kenobi, and Jedi Knight Anakin, as well as Barriss Offee. And then, of course, that green monster, Grandmaster Yoda, is coming up on Gear 12 here very quickly. So, excuse me. So, looking to take him. Excuse me.
You alright over there?
Yeah. Oh, man. So we'll be looking to take him to Gear 12 here soon. Sorry about that, guys. Geos haven't really moved either. As you can see here, still got Poggle and Genos and Brood Alpha to take to Gear 12. Moving on to Jedi. Jedi Knight Revan is at Gear 12, which he was the last time as well. Going to be coming up on Gear 13 here soon after Padme. That's going to be my next really Gear 13, since he's so close already. Hermit Yoda hasn't moved either. He's at Gear 9. He needs to go to Gear 10. And we already talked about Grandmaster Yoda. He's on his way to Gear 12 as well. The same with Jolie Bindo and Bastila Shan. So once I finish off my Galactic Republic team, I'll finish getting my Jedi team, Jedi Knight Revan team, up to snuff as far as gear is concerned. Old Republic, haven't done much here. Carthanasi is one of my fleet farms, fleet battles, so fleet 2E hard. Starting to work towards Darth Revan a little bit, not too much. And you see I haven't started on Canderous or Juhani really. Juhani I do have a couple of shards of, just because she's got something. Oh, I think it's these right here. Yeah, these Mark 6. I had to farm these for a little while, so she got a little bit of love for a little bit, but outside of that, haven't really worked on that team. Phoenix hasn't moved. They're just chilling. Don't know when we're actually going to work on them. Rest of my rebels here, I do need to get back to working on Admiral Akbar. He's going to be another gear farm for me as well, as he's my fleet commander. So 2 pieces to Gear 10, and we need to take him up to Gear 12, obviously, at the very least. Still haven't started working on Han Solo or Chewbacca. We do have that original trilogy Chewbacca unlocked at 5 stars, but haven't done anything with him yet. What else we got? Separatists. So Separatists I have been working on. As you can see, General Grievous is at 201 shards. So he's coming close to that 330. He's actually the farthest along out of all my Separatist droids. B1 Battle Droid is another one of my hard node farms for fleets. And 5B hard. So we've been farming him pretty good. And yeah, so these guys are starting to kind of come along here. As you can see, Droidica is one of my farms as well. This node is a 8B hard, has Xanadu Blood ship in there as well, which we need for the Millennium Falcon. And we'll talk about fleets here in a little bit. So that's my Separatist. Sith, I don't think there's too much going on here. Yeah, no. Got a whole bunch of activates here. 216 shards on Darth Traya, man. She's getting close to 7 stars herself. But I haven't activated her yet, so not working on a Sith team at this moment. Getting Traya, you're really going to want Nihilus and Scion. Really Scion as well. You know, Nihilus sometimes you can take out of that team, but Scion is huge for Traya as far as protecting her, since he is a tank. Sith Empire, I am farming HK47. I got 304 shards for him. And this is currently my squad arena store farm. So we got HK47 there coming along quite nicely. That's going to wrap it up for my characters. Let's pop over to ships. We'll go light side, dark side. So light side, I am gearing up for a Rebel fleet, as you guys can see here. I got a lot of 7-star Rebel ships: Ghost, Phantom 2, Biston's U-Wing, Wedge, Antilles, X-Wing, Biggs Dark Gliders, X-Wing, Cassian's U-Wing. And then Home 1 is at 6 stars with 60 shards in, so 40 shards to go to have 7-star Home 1. So these guys are coming along. I have been farming Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. As you can see, I got 265 out of 25. And the Umbaran Starfighter I grab here and there out of some of the like Fleet Arena store when that shows up as well. So kind of starting to work on Galactic Republic as well. We got Ahsoka Tano's ship, 2 7 stars, been slowly working that. So yeah, we're starting to work on those guys. Gotta pop in Anakin's ETA Starfighter here soon, but that's gonna be after another farm for me, which I'll show you here now. So Sunfact, Spy, and Soldier are all maxed out except for their enter the battlefield effects outside of Spy. So Spy, I did go ahead and max that out. I've been experimenting in fleets and bringing Spy in from a reinforcement, having Houndstooth there on the primary with Sunfax Starfighter and Soldier Starfighter. Actually does pretty good because he puts up a random taunt. Houndstooth is pretty much maxed out. We've got his basic ability that's not, and once we get the mats for that, we'll be maxing that out. I have been farming Hyena Bomber, DSP, you're welcome. He's been getting on me a lot about not farming the ship, but I have started farming this, which is a 8B hard node from Darkside to actually farm. It just came free to play farmable. Vulture Droid, I haven't been doing as much, but I do need to start working on this ship as well and farming it. Xanadu Blood, as you guys saw, I'm farming that as one of my more so main farms from hard nodes because it's got Droidica in it, so that gives us a 2-for-1 there. Chimera's at 6 stars. Once we get the Home 1, the 7 stars, we'll be able to unlock him at 7 stars. Slave 1, I need 6 more shards to unlock Slave 1. That'll put it at 4 stars. Then we need to work on at least 5 stars so we can get into the event for the Millennium Falcon, which is what we're working towards. And this is really going to be my next hard node farm out of fleets. So I think I'm probably going to get Canderous to 7 stars, and I'll pop over to Slave 1. I may even pause on Canderous just so I can get Slave 1 unlocked into 5 stars at the very least, so I can try to work towards getting MILF unlocked as soon as possible. Still grabbing Malevolent for Get 2. So that's my Get 2 farm. So we're going through Geonosis Dark Side Territory battles right now, and can't wait till that's over so I can grab some more of that guy. Outside of that, the rest of my shipments. So these I'm getting every refresh pretty much out of the regular shipments. These ones that just cost your regular credit currency. As I told you guys before, that stuff's always going to be used. You've got relics and things like that you can convert those pieces, extra gear pieces, into for relics. Cantina Battle Store, like I said, First Order Officer is who I'm grabbing out of there. Guild Store, this is really typically looking for low grade first, and if I don't find him, I'll go to gear, but I only have 426 right now, so I'm not going to grab anything. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Squad Arena Store is HK47. Galactic War Store, Plo Koons, we grab that, and then everything else we convert into Shard Shop currency. So we just grab some random guys here that we've already maxed out and get it over to Shard Shop currency. Mod Store, I'm starting to kind of dip in here and there to see if I can find some good mods that have speed, like this one, because this is always defense here. So I'm going to grab this, actually. It's a good mod. So I'll come in here every once in a while, take a look to see what they got. A lot of times it's not a whole bunch. We just don't have the crystal currency right now. Ooh, health with offense and speed. That is actually a really good cross. I'm going to take that. But a lot of times we don't find what we actually need in here, but it's fine. Fleet Arena Store. I'm still grabbing Grievous as he pops up, which he's not in here right now, but I'm getting the Umbaran Starfighter. Again, Plo Koons Jedi Fighter as well. I'll grab in here as well. And every so often, I'll grab some ability materials for Zetas. Guild Event Store. I'm about to start saving up Get 1. I'm still trying to get some gear here and there, which is the only reason that I'm not at this moment. For things like Gear 13 and Gear 12. So I'm still grabbing some stuff out of here for that. But I'm going to start saving that currency here soon. Championship Store, injector heads and these chirotechs, you're going to need those a lot for Gear 13, doing Gear 13. But I do come down here and check. So like I need this piece for Jolie, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that for gear first. Then over here, like I said, we're it's going to be the same thing. It's all about gear right now. The gear grind is real, guys, and whatever you can do to help make that faster, I try to do. So that's pretty much all I've got as far as for me from ships and arena and things like that. So I'm going to pop it over to Evo so he can talk about his account.
All right. Take a look here. I think there's been a lot of movement since last week, but I do think there's a couple updates. Start with characters. Nothing for 501st for me. I'm grabbing these guys as they come along. So I mean, I've got Ahsoka Tano maxed out. I've got Echo, probably 6 star, something like that.
Okay.
Fives is close there. Rex is even further along. So I do grab them when I see them and when I don't need the currency for somebody else. But haven't started working on anything with them. If I can start farming, she's not 501st though. What's her face?
Shakti clones.
Yeah, Shakti.
She's
and then get an ARC Trooper. Then I'll make a team out of it. But that's kind of pretty far down the list. Bounty Hunters. I had worked on my Bounty Hunters a little bit, but not recently. They're still a decent team. I mean, everybody is gear 9 or above.
Okay.
So we've got 4 gear 9s and then gear 10 for is that 11? 11 for Boba Fett. So high enough for me to unlock Chewbacca. I have Chewbacca on this account, but that's about it. I still farm Jango and Bosk every day, so I am working on them. And as you can see, I've been working on IG-88 as well. He's unlockable, but I'm just kind of grabbing him. I haven't geared him or anything yet. Clone Troopers. So yeah, like I said, I might do a Shock T team here eventually, but nothing really going on with it right now. Empire I haven't touched. I haven't put gear on them. I haven't done anything with them. I don't even think their abilities are maxed out for the most part, but I still use them as a team, but I just haven't put any specific time into them. They get me through a decently hard team every now and then. That's about it. Ewoks, same thing with the troopers. I grab them when I see them and I can get them. So Ewok Elder, I probably have him at about 6-star now. Wicket, he just over enough to activate, so I got him at 3 stars really. Mm-hmm. I try to farm him as much as I can because I need the stun guns.
Yeah, the Mark 5 stun guns.
Yeah, Logray and Pablo kind of in the same spot, and then Chirpa is the lowest one. So Chirpa, he's farmable in Cantina though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I will be hitting these guys eventually, but I've decided to go for Darth Revan first. First Order, kind of in the same spot. Phasma's done. First Order Officer's done. Kylo Ren is at 5.5 stars. Oh, he's a 6-star. He's a 6-star. And then Crew I haven't touched since I got a ship way back in the day.
Yeah.
So I could finish out Crew and have like a full team basically. I would just need to work on First Order Executioner at some point, and it's not something I'm focused on right now. Nothing really Galactic Republic specific that I've been working on. I grab Barriss when I see her and I can. Obviously Padme is at 5 stars, so Katana's maxed out. I have Gen Ken, Grandmaster Yoda. But I haven't focused on them because again I'm working towards Darth Revan first. I did finish out Brood Alpha, so he's at 7 stars now.
Hey.
So I might go through and gear 12 this team. I haven't decided yet. What'll probably happen is if I get lucky on some gear pieces from a couple of weeks, like a week or two of raids, I'll probably come in here, toss everything on them. See, I have 2 pieces here right now, so I might come in, toss some pieces on, and actually work on these guys until they're gear 12. But I'm not taking it any further than that. Not yet, anyway. No Troopers. Jedi is my arena team right now, so you got Jedi Knight Revan at Relic 4. Yoda's at Relic 2, working on Jolee. I want to get Jolee and probably Gen Ken up to gear level 12 at least before I go back and work on relics anymore. What I'll probably do is get Jolee and Gen Ken up to gear 12, come back and get Yoda up to Relic 4, and then go back to Jolee and start working him to Relic as well. Just because I need them a little tankier than they are presently. And where Yoda's at Relic 2, like he's smashing people, so I'm happy with his damage output. Obviously, Gen Ken, I need 30 more shards before I can get him to gear 12, but he's only gear 10 right now, so I need to get him to gear 11. Night Sisters, nothing. Old Republic, so obviously the Jedi Knight Revan side of Old Republic is fine. Carthanasi, 66 out of 100 shards, so he's just getting close. Jahani's one of my lower ones. She's halfway through 5-star. And then Kendra's Ordo, I've just started. Now that I finished Brood Alpha, Canderous Ordo is my farm over there. And just kind of jump ahead to the other side of that. Basilistan is, I can activate her. HK47 is done. But I need to finish farming out Basila, which is probably going to take the longest. So I still have a ways to go for them. Phoenix haven't touched. Rebels, no movement lately. I did get CLS, but I haven't worked on a team for him yet. So I've got CLS, Han Solo, and Chewbacca right there. So it is a focus for me to work on the Ewoks, so I can get C-3PO, but otherwise I do have a little team I can put together for these guys.
Nice.
Put some Obi-Wan in there, and then, I don't know, R2, something like that. Have a nice little Rebel team going.
Jaden, no problem, man. I saw your comment, sorry. No problem. Assuming you're talking about missing the live stream yesterday.
Haven't worked on Rogue One or anything yet. They're just kind of a backup team. Nothing else going on with Separatists. I do want to start keeping an eye out on this, though. Because I can activate General Grievous. I can activate Droidica. B2 Super Battle Droid. I have Magna Guard. So I've got kind of like a Separatist droid team almost here. The only thing I don't have is B1 Battle Droid. So, I don't know. I'm kind of keeping this in the back of my mind, and this might come back and work on them at some point. But as of right now, I'm leaving them unactivated until I can actually figure out what I want to do with them. Nothing special for Sith. I've got Traya, but haven't activated her yet. Same reason I don't have a team. Yeah, no real plan for them yet. Sith Empire, Smuggler, that's it. That's it for them. As far as what I'm farming, obviously all of these pieces here. This here... confusing accounts. What am I working on here? I think I was grabbing 5s here. I'm just going to max out 5s. Yeah, I was going to go ahead and finish out 5s here and then come down and get Old Daka. Okay. Otherwise, there's really not a strong focus in this category right now. So, here, obviously, I want Barriss Offie as often as I can. Then I grab the Ewoks, Echo, Night Sister Acolyte. There's a lot of people that pop up in here.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think I've been trying to focus on the Ewoks when I see them. But it's been kind of hit or miss. There's so many things that I want for all those different sub-teams that I've been grabbing a lot of different things. Since I'm not really focusing on one specific team in here right now, there's no one that I'm like making sure I save tokens for or anything. So unless I identify a sub team that has somebody in here, that's how I'll keep doing it. But I mean, as of right now, if I had 1,800 shards or coins, I would get all 4 of these guys. Squad Arena Store. HK47 is done, so I'm grabbing IG88. When he's done, I'll probably finish out a new Gunray in here. And then Asajj Ventress.
Newt is pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's why, like, as you can see, I can activate him right now. I've been grabbing some of his shards, but yeah. Yeah, so IG88 I'm working on because I need the ship. Galactic War Store. I've been going for tokens here. What is this? The shard store tokens.
Yeah.
So pretty much all the ships that pop up, I have. I do grab Plo Koons every now and then. As you can see, it's activated and I have bonus shards for it. But I don't even have Plo Koon yet, so it's not really a focus point. Fleet Arena Store, I just grab anything I need. I just finished Phantom 2. Grab some GG. And then just anything else that I need, I grab in there. And if I get over 4,000 shards, then I buy Zeta Mat. 63 Zeta Mats right now.
Wish I had that many.
Championship store. I grab things as I need them. So whatever higher end character I'm working on right now, I'll use the tokens for that. So as you can see, I'm not really focusing on anyone's gear that would use stuff in here. But if something I need for Jolie pops up, then I grab it. Same thing with Shard Store. Every now and then, when this starts getting high, I'll come in and grab a couple of things that I don't have any of that I see one of the guys I'm working on needs. But otherwise, just as I'm working on them, if it's in here, I get it. And then real quick for the ships. Phantom 2, do I have enough? Sure, I sure do. 7-star Phantom 2. I'm going to hold off on that right now. Ghost is close. 12 shards left to get him to 7-star. Cassian's is done. Biggs is done. Ahsoka's done. Wedge is done. Bistan's is 18 shards into 7-star. So, I mean, I've got a full Rebel team right here. Full light side team. Not using hardly any of them right now. I use Phantom. Biggs. Yeah. That's where I'm sitting with them. And then my arena team is still the GOs. So, got my 3 GOs here that are all done. Slave 1 that I'm still working on, 18 out of 100 shards. Houndstooth obviously is going to be in that team as well. And then I haven't worked on anything else over here outside of those guys. Chimera's at 5 stars. Executrix is at 6, 30 into a 7-star. I need to get Chimera 6-star. I should have enough for that now. Yeah, that's where I'm sitting. Go through and check all of these guys.
Very nice.
Damage and 5% turn meter reduction. Do that one. Alright. Yeah, that's all I got for you, man.
Cool. We'll slap it right back on over. So, one of the things that I guess really kind of future planning here as far as what teams we want to see that we're close to finishing or almost finishing on these accounts over the next, I'd say like 6 months, right? 3 to 6 months. I think for me, Ewoks is a big one. Is finishing out this team and getting those guys the star counts and stuff like that, so I can go in and get C3PO is pretty big. That's probably one of my most immediate ones to do. I would like to have a couple of Gear 13s by the end of 6 months.
Do you not have any yet?
Nope. I'm one piece away on Padme.
Okay.
I've got to go in. I just finished farming this one today. And I got to go in and get... I'm sorry. Yeah. And I got to go in and get these Mark V stun guns. So. And she'll be at Gear 13. So I was working on... I had taken a break. And I was working on gear for Anakin and Barriss.
Yeah.
So I had taken a break from putting on the going and getting this stun gun on her. So, but yeah, Ewoks is going to be one of them, which I think is very doable. We should be able to have that done within 3 months. By 6 months, I want to have my Separatist droids. That's the other team I'm really kind of focusing in on right now.
So, are you wanting to have Ewoks 7-star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7-star Ewoks within 3 months, the next 3 months. So it's February, March, April. So by May, by the end of May, I want to have 7-star Ewoks. Probably like Gear 10, Gear 11. should be fine to be able to get 7-star C3PO.
I wonder, while we're on the subject, what do you think if I, because I'm kind of in between Cantina Battle Farms right now because I just finished my Brood Alpha.
Okay.
So I haven't really started. Hold on, let me look at my Ewoks here. Let me start by going down here. So I haven't really started on Canderous. I'm 6 shards into activating him. Do you think it would be worth it with who I already have as far as my Rebel team goes?
Yeah.
For me to just go in and get 5-star Chirpa so that I can at least get C3PO and then go back to working on Darth Revan?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, I think one of the things that we talked about was like not stopping farms this year, right? We said we were going to do that. So if you're already working towards Darth Revan, to probably finish him out, because CLS team isn't really like C3PO. I know you're enjoying him on your main account, but that C3PO doesn't make or break CLS. It's actually having Chewbacca is what really makes or breaks that team. And so you're going to end up pulling C3PO out of that team anyways, because you're going to really want to put him in your Galactic Republic team. So, I mean, with CLS, as long as you have CLS, Han, and Chewie, you can slap 2 of the Rebels in there. And, I mean, you've got, like, Ezra has the Rebel tag. You've got Old Ben with the Rebel tag. There's a lot of Rebels that are out there that are actually pretty decent. Like, Ezra's not a bad Gear 12 character at all. He doubles as a Jedi, can go into a secondary Jedi team. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do with Ezra. Put him in CLS team. He hits hard. He's got really good offense. So, really, the Galactic Republic team is a lot more focused, and they need C3PO. Really, like C3PO makes that team redonkulous. Whereas C3PO is a nice addition to CLS. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, like you said, I'll just keep working on Darth Revan and maybe on the side work on my Jedi Knight Anakin so I can actually have a Galactic Republic team.
There you go.
That makes sense.
So yeah, also, obviously I'm already working on my Separatist droids as well. So having them at 7 stars and getting some gear on them by the end of 6 months is really a goal there for me. General Grievous is just ridiculous. Hopefully I'll have his capital ship by that time as well. Cross my fingers. And then as I go on down and start thinking a little bit farther down in the road, like I definitely need to. I'm gonna have 7-star Traya soon. Like she's at 216 shards.
Mm-hmm.
So I do need to start thinking about like Darth Nihilus can be activated. I need to think about farming Nihilus and Scion at the very least for this team. When I start working on Darth Revan, I'm gonna have to start farming at least Sith Empire Trooper as well, which is a pretty good plug and play character for Traya as well. So I'm headed a little different route because I'm gonna go C3PO since I do have Padme, and then come back to Darth Revan really. So once we get C3PO, like I'll do like I'm doing now where Ewoks are my main focus, but once I'm able to get C3PO, we'll drop Ewoks off of here on the favorites. And Droideca's already up here, but the rest of like the Separatist droids will come up here, and I'll be working on like Old Republic in the background just to keep them going. They'll become one of my dark side farms and stuff like that with Bastila and things of that nature. So there'll be whatever additional energy I have throughout the day, and I'll start farming those guys once I actually swap from these Ewoks and get these guys geared up. So I think that's really like the next like 9 months for me. So looking at getting C3PO within 3 months hopefully, and then within 6 months having General Grievous, a General Grievous team, and then 9 months Darth Revan to add to this roster. Also during that time, hopefully, I mean, definitely we'll be having some Gear 13s happening. We definitely should. I don't think I didn't do first Gear 13 until after my first year on my main account, so
I
I'm a little ahead.
To.
Yeah, you do. A little ahead, a little behind Evo, but a little ahead of what my main account is. So I'm 1 gear piece away from Padme and 2 gear pieces away from Jedi Knight Revan, which I think both of those are phenomenal Gear 13 characters to have, legendary characters to have in the game right now. So I'm working towards it, and we should get in there, and I'm probably going to do this kind of like bounce back and forth between these two teams, because they're my 2 main offensive teams. Is, you know, Gear 13 Padme, Gear 13 Jedi Knight Revan, like go and Gear 13 Jedi Knight Anakin. He's by far one of the most important characters in that team with the amount of damage he does. And then go and hit Grandmaster Yoda, same thing for Jedi Knight Revan's team, you know. So I'll bounce back and forth and do some Gear 13ing so I can have 2 teams. I mean, realistically, I only have on my main account 1 Gear 13 team, and then like 1 to 2 characters on another team. So it's not like it's too crazy on that account either, you know. It is definitely a grind, and doing it free to play is even more of a grind for Gear 13. So that's how I'm gonna do my Gear 13. So I'll pop back and forth. We'll do the leaders first, and then I'll go to the 2 that hit the hardest. So Jedi Knight Anakin and Grandmaster Yoda. And then for like the Padme team, I'll probably do General Kenobi, and then Jedi Knight Revan will be Jolie, is definitely the 3rd one to do there by far. So General Kenobi just depends on whether or not I have C-3PO first. If I got C-3PO, then I'll probably be looking to do C-3PO at Gear 13. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do pattern wise, and so it's gonna look weird for a little while because I'll have like some of the team Gear 13, but not the entire team Gear 13. Later, Jaden. I think I saw that a little late. So that's kind of my plan. What about you, man? I know you got Darth Revan on the docket now. It's kind of like I have Ewoks. Evo, you there? Ah, Discord issues. All right. I see. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we lost Evo there. So that's all we had for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. My name is Itachi. Let's see if you can pop back in here. Oh, maybe it's mine. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yay! Yes.
Yeah. No. I mean, it sounds like we have pretty similar goals, like between Ewoks, some of the sub teams, General Grievous. It's you and I were talking about this a few weeks ago. How these accounts are so much different than any of our main accounts or anything else, just because of the level of like legendary characters that we already have access to, and we just don't have the teams for it.
Right.
Like on our main accounts, you know, we had a full Jedi team, and we just plugged Jedi Knight Revan in. We were good to go. We had a full Rebel team. We just plugged in CLS. We were good to go. Now we just got. I mean, we've got General Grievous, Darth Treya, all of these people just kind of sitting there, and we're just not activating them because we don't know what to do. So
yeah, obviously there's like quite a few things that like when we go from the main accounts to like these accounts, right? So like the main account like was 100%, you know, we were almost a full year in. before starting these accounts. And so it was like we really planned out events. Like it was like, okay, Jedi Knight Revan is coming 3 months from now. Let's get a Jedi team together. Let's get the team together to actually unlock him and stuff like that. Now, I mean, we had a little bit of that with these accounts, right? With the IMPS accounts. But like December, we got the journey guide. And so now it's like, I got the team ready now to unlock them. Let me just go in and unlock them. And then it's like, well, I don't have a team to do this. Maybe I should have done that.
it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like I feel like I want to make a team with like Padme and Traya and somebody else, just to gear them out, throw them at people to get the WTF factor.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad just letting them sit here.
But I think also the other thing is like the farming is much different on these accounts, right? So as well as with the guild that we're in, like day one we were in a good guild that was doing heroic Sith, whereas day one on our main accounts we started off by trying to make our own guild, which we couldn't. Like recruitment was like really hard to do, and then we ended up finding a guild, and then that guild stopped really being active in things, and so then we found another guild. So we those accounts we weren't on a stable guild until right around April time frame, actually, when we started these the IMPS accounts, the free-to-play accounts. So that's when we got onto a steady guild, and since then it's been great. XD Gaming's been fantastic. Love those guys. So they've helped us out a lot, and it's been very helpful for our free-to-play accounts. I think the other thing is that we started focusing in on things that we're seeing big impacts for territory wars, teams that we see for big impacts for territory wars and for Grand Arena, more so than like the team used to go get CLS. I mean, I know you got him, but isn't like that helpful in Grand Arena and stuff. So like you've farmed them, but I haven't, right? And I've gone more towards these teams that are big splashes, hard to get through on defense and stuff like that on Grand Arena. And I've definitely been a lot more Grand Arena focused on this account. Like you can definitely tell, like Padme is a great team, Arena and Grand Arena. Jedi Knight Revan, great team, Arena and Grand Arena. Geos are a really tough team to get through, and they're great for offense as well as in Grand Arena. So it's like there's teams that we've worked on that are a little bit more Grand Arena focused, I feel like, this time, which Grand Arena wasn't around when we started the other two accounts either. So there's new things that have come to the game that have kind of changed how we're farming things. General Grievous, that team is ridiculous on defense and offense. Especially when they're high geared and Zetas and stuff like that. They're a really tough team.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, I mean, like I've got Stormtrooper Han, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia just kind of sitting down here that I probably aren't going to use them very often. So.
Right.
I mean, Stormtrooper Han is a good character to use, but yeah, I had to get them up to get CLS, and yeah, pretty much like you're saying, they're kind of spare characters now. So
yeah, they're just gonna kind of sit on the wayside because we're also paying attention to galactic power and stuff like that as much as possible. Me, not so much in the beginning with the amount of Zetas I placed, but still, like we're trying to keep that number tight and stuff like that. So it's like very, very particular what we're farming, what we're putting gear on, why we're putting gear on them. Like everything has to have a reason, and it's like the main accounts, we were figuring out the game. What's good, what's not good, what should we really farm, what should we be going after, things like that, so it is definitely different. It's great to see, though. It's funny to see like the progress difference between the two accounts, from being like on the main accounts, ooh, this character looks really cool, let me start farming them, and then you're like, this character sucks, I'm gonna stop farming this person, but now I've wasted gear and time and stuff like that, where we've worked through all that, and now we're like, we know what's good, we're just gonna go after it.
The more I look at this Rebel team, the more I want to actually make it Like, the number of Zetas needed is just crazy.
3, 2, 1, 2.
Old Ben.
Not needed. Zeta not needed.
Yeah, so what? 3, 2, 1, 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said so 8.
Yeah.
Talk about your galactic power shitting up there.
Well, that's most of your main teams, though. Those are most of your like A teams. They're taking like 8 Zetas or so. I mean, Jedi Knight Revan is 3 on Jedi Knight Revan, 1 on Jolie. That's 4. 1 on Grandmaster
3, 4,
Yoda.
5, 6, 7,
That's
8.
5.
Yeah, that's 8. That's
Yeah.
8 for them. Yeah. All right.
So Jedi Knight Revan is nice because there's no other outside of Yoda. There's no other legendary characters in that team. He's like the exception.
Yeah, for Jedi Knight Revan, you only need 4 Zetas.
Right.
No, 5. 5 Zetas.
3, 4,
2,
5.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
He's the exception because there's not outside of Grandmaster Yoda. There's not another legendary character in there, and you don't need the second Zeta on Grandmaster Yoda.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I do want to work on this team though, just because I think it would be fun.
I ran into a team that was really interesting with CLS, Chewbacca, and Han Solo that had Chirrut in it. And that was a pain. And I would assume it'd be even more of a pain with Baze as well. There's so much healing going on.
They are they rebels?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're part of Rogue One Rebels.
Oh, yeah. Let's forget Rogue One.
Yeah, there's Baze Malbus and Chirrut Imwe.
Yeah. Oh, he's 7-star on this account. Interesting. Baze, yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna battle.
maybe
He's
on the
really
boosted
tanky,
account.
actually.
Yeah, maybe on the boosted account, I could do that.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. We'll catch you later on for Grand Arena Championship round. Not tonight, but catch you later on this week for that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Until next time, my friends, we're gonna go ahead and throw up them deuces. Peace out.
See ya.